Welcome to CBTSport.net Game of the Week. Bringing you high school, college, amateur, semi-pro, and professional sports video from right here in Central Vermont. Over a decade of local Central Vermont sports video action. Get ready, because it's time for the CBTSport.net Game of the Week.
My daddy made this. Daddy!
Check.
From UVM's Gutters and Fieldhouse, welcome to high school hockey on CBTSport.net. Getting ready for the state Division II Finals. U32 Raiders taking on the MMU Cougars. Chase Evans along with Jess Hill and Sammy Tucker on camera. This is going to be an exciting one with UVM's Gutters and Fieldhouse. And Jess, already you can hear the crowd going.
This is pretty fantastic. So U32 hasn't been here since 2016. MMU has not been here since 1991. So they're bringing all the emotion, all the heat, all the excitement for this game tonight.
MMU, the number one seed in D2. They come in with a 21-2 record. U32, the number 2 seed at 19-2-2. U32 unbeaten in their last 13. We're getting the starters in and out for the U32 Raiders. It'll be Duncan Matthews in net. Starting defensive pairing will be Nolan Leifert. He wears number 16 for U32. Lance Starr in and out to be a forward on that top line. The other defenseman is River Scarrara. Colton Warren skates on the top line and will be centered by Hazen Stilfer, who had 4 big goals as U32 advanced with a big semifinal win over the Hartford Hurricanes back at the Gary BOI by a score of 4-2.
Yeah, that was an impressive effort from Hazen and from all the teammates out there that night. Incredible game. It's going to be loud in here tonight, Jim. This is fantastic.
Starters being announced from Mount Mansfield. Their only loss on the season was to the Hartford Hurricanes. They defeated U32 once this season by a score of 4-1. Starting goaltender is Declan Heaney. He is an all-state first teamer for the Mount Mansfield Cougars. Sam Molson and Gavin Cowan will be paired on defense, and we get your starting forwards. Alex Spensley, also an all-state player for the Mount Mansfield Cougars. Number 13 is Alex Brown. He will center this top line, and he will skate with a freshman, number 27, Alex Romanko, a freshman on this top line for Mount Mansfield. We'll have your national anthem, and we'll get ready to face it off. The D2 championship game for you on CBTSport.net. suggest maybe they heard the crowd singing down at Waterfront Park. It is loud here.
That was awesome. The nice rendition from the singer, but then all the fans jumping in, that definitely gives me the goosebumps.
U32 Raiders' last state championship came in 2016 as they defeated the Stowe Raiders at UVM's Gunderson Fieldhouse. And I can glance at my notes, but it's been some time for MMU. I want to say, they lost in 2003.
I think 2003.
2002, they beat U32.
Interesting.
If I'm reading that correctly. You have the better eyesight than me.
Well, let's see, because I thought I looked this up, and they won. Okay, I just missed that one. So good for them. And then they also played U32 in 1988. No, I'm sorry. Yes. U32 played MMU in 1988, and MMU won. So that was their last that I had on my list, but you are correct. So it's good to know. It's so nice that they put this whole sheet together for us. And U32's been here a lot. 2016, 2015, 2013, 2012, 2003, 1988, and 1982. So.
Teams are out on the ice. The top line, Alex Brown with Alex Romanko and Alec Spensley. U32 Raiders are top line, Hazen Stouffer with Colton Warren and Lance Starr. Defensive pairings for MMU is Sam Molson with Gavin Cowan. It is Nolan Leifert with Rivers Scarata for U32. Duncan Matthews in net for the Raiders, and Declan Heaney between the pipes for the Cougars. Stouffer ready to draw it with Brown, and we'll get it going. The D2 championship game from UVM's Gunderson Fieldhouse. And we are underway. Scarata banks it off the boards. The puck is going to be thrown down by Alex Spensley. Scarata now goes around the boards to Lance Starr. Goes off Starr's stick. Stouffer tries to pick it up, but it's picked up by Cowan. Cowan throws it down low. Players battle along the board, centering puck, and it's going to go out of the zone. Cutting toward the front of the net was Romanko for Mount Mansfield. Now skating in, it's Alec Brown. Brown will backhand it, and your first shot of the game is stopped by Duncan Matthews, only a little more than 30 seconds in.
Yeah, it looks like the puck's moving a little bit slower tonight, so it'll be interesting to see. We talked a bit before the game about the temperature in here and how that impacts the ice.
Colby Garapi out to take the draw, the second unit for Mount Mansfield. Ty Rossmassler will take the draw for the U32 Raiders. The puck will be fired around. Now Mansfield will have to clear the zone. They fire it back in. Getting to the puck is U32's. And I believe they have a player wearing, we'll have to check on that.
Yeah.
Do we have a number 22 out there?
I think it's Joseph Tucker, maybe with a 2-2 instead of a 2-3 tonight.
We'll call it Tucker now, but check between periods.
We're going to check in with Sammy Camera about that, because that's who it looks like to me. Because you're right, we don't have a 22.
Puck is going to be fired down by Aiden Verdonk, and it goes to U32's number 22. Just for one period, we'll call him that as soon as we get the name, as they have a jersey change. Puck is back in the net.
You know what? It's Max Scribner. I'm sorry. 22 is Max Scribner.
So the 14 jersey is off.
Must be, yep. It's taking a break tonight. So good call. We'll make a note of that.
That'll be a quick icing with 13:33 to go. We got all the numbers straightened up on the change, and we're ready to play some hockey. Hazen Stouffer, who had 4 big goals in the win over Hartford, will take the draw in the Cougar zone.
Looks like Garrett Carter for Mount Mansfield. I think this is louder than any UVM game I've been to, Jim. This is really fantastic atmosphere. Oh, so close.
Right near the post, and it's Heaney, though, got the pad in there as U32 tried to center it. Now they go back to the point. Shot is going to be blocked on the way. Near side, it's going to be backhanded down by Leifert. Now picking up the puck is Owen Laber. Laber will start it out. Laber looking for Garapi on the pass. It went over his stick and taken right back by U32. Leifert will fire it down low. That'll be icing, I guess. Our vantage point when we look straight down, sometimes we don't see center ice.
Yeah, it looks like maybe they had the penalty box door open, but you're right, maybe the puck was flying on through. It looked like they were. We've got great seats. Looked like we were right on the blue line.
Rossmassler on the draw with Alex Brown. Spanked off the boards. Knocked back down by U32.
Oh, good
Tedeschi
chase
in
there.
back of the net.
Right
He
out
threw
front.
it right out front. No one there. Romanko now tries to get it out, but Tedeschi keeps it in. Tedeschi around the boards with Cowan in pursuit. Cowan gets a stick in there. Tedeschi, though, works it around. Trying to center the puck was Rossmassler. Good defensive play. It was knocked down, though. And skated out. Here comes Alex Brown. Brown over to Spensley. Spensley comes in, and he takes a hit right in front of the net, and the Raiders and Scribner will go the other way. And Scribner is not going to get around Sam Molson as much as he tried.
He sure did. That's like hitting a brick wall.
Couple of bodies fall out there. Now Stouffer tries to get it out. Alex Romanko fires it out. And breaking in on the shot, and a save on that shot by Alex Spensley. Follow-up, 2 good scoring opportunities early for MMU.
Oh, too many men. No call on that. I'm surprised. Not a quick change.
Going the other way, shot is blocked. Follow-up shot, and Matthews is going to have to sprawl out on it as Colby Garapi, the senior, was right in there.
We know Duncan's going to be busy tonight, and emotions are already high for these players, right? Jim, this team in their freshman year went 0-21. 0-21. So for these 14 seniors to be here in this championship game tonight is so awesome. That might be the word of the day for me, fans. Sorry about that.
Face off in the U32 Raider zone. Colby Garapi on the draw. Colton Warren tries to get it out, but the puck is taken away. Lance Starr got a stick in there and did rip that puck away from Owen Jones. Now coming in, and shot pad save on the Garrett Marchant shot. Got it off quick. Shot so far 5-0, favoring MMU. Raiders have to get back on sides.
Nice pause there by Ty Rossmassler.
Puck will go down into the Raider zone.
Nice
Trying to get a breakout pass over to Hazen Stouffer. It's kind of a bouncing puck, though. That was Tedeschi. Tedeschi throws it in.
They all dyed their hair blonde, so it's really hard to tell who's who now.
Verdonk tries to fire it out. Now they get it on the stick of Garrett Carter. Carter goes over the blue line, tries to get around Scribner. Leifert gets there first. He goes off the boards over to Scribner. Scribner gets it out to Heiss. Heiss fires it down. Raiders on the changeup. Quick pass over to Owen Labor. Labor will fire a quick one on Matthews, and he will cover it up.
Nice glove save.
Aiden Soutier cruising right in as that puck trickled in on Matthews. He grabbed it quickly.
Hopefully he'll hold on. Sometimes he chucks it out to play. I think everybody would appreciate a whistle.
Alex Brown, top unit, is out there. A face-off win went back to the point. Letting that shot go was Finn Heaney. Now here comes Stouffer. Rushing into the zone, it's Lance Starr. Shot is blocked, though.
It's a hard shot off the back of somebody's leg there. Oh, and a juicy off a player. U32 needed to tag up, and it just slid right in front of Declan.
Defenseman Heaney helped the other Heaney, the goaltender there for MMU. Kept in by the Raiders. Colton Warren works hard for it.
Oh,
shot there is blocked. Second shot by Scribner. U32 gets their first shot on goal as Matt Scribner lets it go. And there's your first save by Declan Heaney.
That was a great shot, flurry of activity. We'll have to get the Heaney background. I was telling Jim earlier, special hello to the Heaneys, who are originally from Montpelier and played hockey with some of these families from U32 Montpelier way back when. So Vermont really is a small town.
Rossmassler on the draw against Garapi. Tedeschi steals the puck, but it's taken right back by MMU. They will chase down in the zone. Matthews
Way
out of the net, but also right there was Owen Jones. Now a shot from the point that's going to be deflected. Gets the netting here at UVM's Gunderson Fieldhouse. Good crowd here on every side.
Every side. It's super loud for us. We've got fans from MMU and U32 right underneath us, and they're all stoked to be here. And there's a lot of ice to cover. It'll be interesting to see how these periods play out. If we see any, we'll see fatigue, of course, but
slightly bigger ice surface. If we have time, we'll get into that shot from the point. And there's a save. Gavin Cowan, defenseman, let that one go. Now back for another point shot. Nice save there by Matthews. Almost a rebound. The shot was by Molson and almost an open shot. And Matthews with another save. Big pressure here by MMU. We saw this in the semifinal against Hartford, where Hartford had some moments. They really controlled the game, and MMU did there as they break it back down. They dump it in.
Yeah. Yeah, and the quick rebounds, those redirects, those really fast reset shots were like that. Kind of hoping that Duncan's able to just keep himself right in the net and let his defense pick up the trash behind the net.
Shane Starr.
Oh, there's Joseph Tucker.
Tucker is in as U32's third line is out there. Joseph Tucker's shot goes up high. Didn't see a lot of that third line in the last game, but they're already out here in this first period.
If I had to guess, Coach Locke is going to space things out on the front end, right? If they're gassed on the end. Here's Jackson Jagman.
Jaggerman gets trying to pick it up as Tucker.
Third line's getting some work done out there.
Heading through, and then the puck is taken away. It's going to be thrown down. Spensley will get there first, but MMU on a changeup. He needs some help.
Yep. It was all by himself.
Now he goes back to the point. To Verdonk. Right in front, they score! Beautiful setup by MMU. And the Cougars get on the scoreboard first. Popping that one in was Aiden Verdonk.
Yeah, absolute right place, right time. Not much Duncan Matthews can do about the redirect on that. Great rebound for MMU.
Comes at the 8:01 mark. One to nothing, Cougars. Alex Brown and Hazen Stouffer on the draw. Here's Lance Starr. Starr lets a shot go just up over the net. Close to the bar, but over the bar. Now trying to come out of the corner. Shuttling it right out front is Stouffer. Stouffer with a backhand open shot. And a save there by Heaney. Now Scarata comes in. It's loose in front. And Stouffer is unable to get it in.
Wow.
Stouffer mixing it up. Going to see at least one go to the box. Maybe two.
Wow,
shot goes up over the boards.
A lot like Friday night's game, Jim. There was a lot of trash left in the crease in front of the Hartford goalie, and we just couldn't deliver. Looks like Hazen's going to have a little break. So MMU on the first power play of the game. U32 is going to be looking for all this really big defense here.
U32 Raiders will have to kill off a penalty. They're down 1-0.
So many great opportunities in that last little scuffle, though. I can't blame them for just wanting to be all in there.
Working it around the boards. It's Owen Jones in the corner. Gets it out to Tedeschi. And Tedeschi will fire it down.
Wisely. Keep it away from your goalie as long as you can. U32's penalty kills had some success in this season as well, though, so we'll watch for that.
Marchand fires it in. MMU will try to set up in back of the net. Now they work it around to the point for a shot through traffic, and the save by Matthews as Caleb Murphy had a nice look, but no rebound.
Thank goodness.
Lance Starr on the draw, I believe, for U32.
I don't think they could get much closer down there.
Face-off win. And trying to do a wraparound, Matthews with a save, and Scribner is able to clear it out.
Well done. This is what I was talking about. They can't get too deep on defense, but somebody just needs to be there and fire it in. Oh, so
Goes
close.
off the goaltender Heaney and wide as nice look there by U32.
U32 is going to go on the power play here, at least 4-on-4 for the next 1 minute, as Lance Starr gets tackled over by the net here.
There's Ray Chamberlain, big defenseman, good size on that kid. But we will have a little extra ice out here. And then eventually U32 should get a power play. They announced that goal. Alec Brown got the goal for MMU. They will move it over to the other side.
I was a little worried. The goalie's facing the wrong direction. I'm like, buddy, turn it around. I'm so grateful for 3 refs. There's just a lot of real estate to cover right now.
Rossmaster wins the draw, tries to work it back. It is 4-on-4 here as the Raiders work it around the boards. In 48 seconds, they will get a short power play as the puck goes down. That is going to be icing.
That's tough.
After giving up the goals for a few seconds, about 30 seconds, it was all MMU, but U32 had a very good scoring opportunity, which eventually led to a couple of penalties.
Good reset. I think we could see a lot of penalties tonight. It's a big game. These are big guys.
The face-off win. Lyford's shot is blocked by Garrett Marchand. And here comes Brown. He has the goal in this one. Yeah, Marchand.
Wow. Yeah, thank you.
But a U32 penalty.
What?
Penalty away from the puck.
Oh, no.
As the goaltender was sprinting, Heaney was sprinting out of the net. And Nolan Lyford is going into the box.
That's unfortunate. I felt like maybe the whistle should have blown for offsides because he was way offsides. So now we got a 4-on-3 for 32 seconds.
Don't know if Lyford got a stick in there. I didn't see the signal, but
I was watching the ref's arm go up for something else.
Key moment here is the U32 is going to have to kill off this.
4-on-3 and not 5-on-3, right? Just get a stick on it and
a lot of ice out there on the big surface. Also, U32 can be dangerous short-handed, but you got to be careful.
Can't get in too deep for sure.
Now they go back to the point. Shot goes off the blocker of Matthews.
Wow, went
shot
way
from
up.
Cowan. Took a strange deflection off the blocker.
I was
netting.
watching the fans down there, and everyone had lost it in the netting.
In 14 seconds, U32 will get a player back.
But they lose that opportunity for the extra man for sure. They're trying so hard just to get that out. And
here's Lance Starr, 2 defenders back. Starr cuts into the zone. Starr in quite a battle there with Molson, the defenseman. Shane Starr will fire it down.
So nice to have the Star Boys back together on the ice at the same time.
Stouffer steals the puck, but it goes off his stick. Now coming in with a slap shot, getting a blocker on the shot from Shane Starr.
Yeah, he popped out of nowhere and got his stick on it just in the right time.
U32 cutting into the zone. Scribner cuts it off over to Tedeschi. And it's stick that stays in play, hit the top of the glass and stayed in off Heaney's stick.
Nice for us, Jim. UVM's got the big shot counter, so we don't have to try to guess that on our own.
U32 will have to get on sides as Ross Massler gets back. Here comes Owen Labor. Labor, though, will fire it in. Cougars looking for a changeup.
4 seconds left on this 4-on-4.
So MMU gets a short power play here. And then shortly we'll get back to 5-on-5 hockey. Here's Scribner. Scribner tries to cut through the middle. Scribner still with the puck. Looking for Tedeschi. Goes off his stick. Tedeschi, though, will skate it out of the zone because U32 is short-handed. And he'll fire it in on net.
Give them a chance to change it up. Get Stouffer. Oh, he almost cut through for that.
Now Owen Jones, a beautiful tape-to-tape pass coming in, and Alex Brown lets the shot go.
That one might have hit the post, Jim. It's hard to hear the ding over all this traffic, all this crowd, but
I was going by the crowd reaction, and they didn't go crazy, but I thought it hit the post too.
Far right
Normally
post.
you get the from the crowd.
Yeah, right.
Cutting over the blue line is Cowan right in front of the net, but it's going to be cleared wide by Lyford.
Good defense here.
Puck is going to be kept in by Molson. Shot over the net.
Oh, God.
Cowan's shot gets through, but taken down by U32 as MMU likes to use their point.
Oh, gosh. We're offsides, people. Clean it up. Still offsides. Oh, sugar.
3:07 to go first period. MMU out in front 1-0 on the goal from Alex Brown. Brown from Verdonk, and Spensley is a scoring recap. MMU up 1-0, face-off in the U32 Raider zone. Been a busy period for Duncan Matthews. Face-off win by U32. Starr passes around the defender. Now Starr will try to dig it out of the corner. Tried to center it. Knocked down, though, by MMU.
Nice.
Kept in at the point for a shot. That's wide of the net.
Cam Tatro's out there on the ice for U32, looking to get something set up here for him right in front of the net.
Jaggerman got it down to Tucker, tried to work it around. Puck is going to be cleared out, though.
Nice.
Thrown back down by U32.
Great hustle out there by that third line again.
Molson off the boards, looking for Spensley. Now it goes on the stick of Tedeschi. Tedeschi bouncing puck, he'll backhand it down low. Murphy will try to get out, stolen away though by Rossmassler.
We talked about this, Jim. There's so much more room behind the net at this rink than in other places that I think some of their typical plays aren't quite setting up quite the same. So then they're too far. They're too deep behind the net.
Definitely one of the differences of UVM, a little bit wider, but yeah, I think the bigger play is the difference behind the net. Here's Spensley comes in. Spensley touches up the puck.
Right on the red line, and I can hear some protests.
It'll go down into the MMU zone. Hazen Stouffer to take the draw. It'll be Stouffer on the draw against Garrett Carter. U32 has their top line against an MMU. I believe this is number 3 for MMU. Stouffer wins at Warren. Gets it over to Lance Starr. Lance Starr in back of the net. Waits as U32 uses some of that extra room in back of the net to camp out, but it's taken away by Murphy, and Murphy will fire it out. Puck is going to be intercepted at center ice. It goes over the stick, though, of U32's Lyford.
Just snuck through there, too. It's all right. Sometimes the extra room gives them a little bit better opportunity to set up their passing.
Here's Aiden Verdonk for MMU around the boards. Going to be intercepted by U32.
River
Scarata, trying to get back. Find someone in front. Lyford's shot is blocked. Sticks are high. Colton Warren tries to center it. Tedeschi's shot goes off the stick of Verdonk. Another shot from the point with players in front for a deflection is deflected wide. U32 getting some good pressure. Clean hit there from Tedeschi on Labor. 37 seconds to go period after a good shift for U32. Tedeschi's shot. And Heaney comes up with the save.
Great save. Hazen Stouffer was ready to pick up anything loose. He was right there, but wisely collected up by Declan Heaney. This period's gone by so fast.
31.5 to go. Rossmassler on the draw for U32. He wins it. Throws it a little bit too harder back on the stick. Now Scribner will get it over to Tedeschi. Tedeschi tries to get it in, intercepted by Rossmassler. Rossmassler's shot goes off the pad of Heaney. Now Starr with a shot on the weak side was Tedeschi and couldn't quite get there for the redirect. Now that one was redirected by Maddox Heiss and Heaney with the save. Only a few seconds ago, U32 playing their best hockey at the end of this first period.
Yeah. Wow, that was some great hockey here this first period.
It will come to a close as U32 moved up on the shot counter. They were getting outshot by a wide margin. It ends up being 14-11 as far as shots on goal, favoring MMU. On the scoreboard, though, MMU gets that goal midway through the first period. And after one, it is 1-0. It's high school hockey action on cbtsport.net. Jim Severance along with Jess Hill and Sammy Tucker. We will take a break and we'll get ready for second period action coming up in just a few moments. From UBM's Gunderson Fieldhouse, teams are back out on the ice. U32 Raiders and the Mount Mansfield Cougars. After one period, Mount Mansfield leading U32 by a score of 1-0. The only goal in this one coming at the 7:03 mark. It was Alec Brown scoring from Aiden Verdock and Alec Spensley. That is it as far as the goal scoring goes. Shots for the first period were 14-11. Jim Severance along with Jess Hill. U32 Raiders had probably their best chance as we closed out this first period, as they had a couple of chances on Declan Heaney.
That last minute, yeah, there was a lot of fire down there. They were close. They were ready to pick up the rebounds. Yeah, just couldn't get it to sink in.
We've also seen some physical hockey.
Yeah.
Penalties, I believe we have seen there have been 3 penalties so far in this game.
Yep.
And there's been a couple of clean hits. I know Tedeschi had a clean hit right in front of us. And there was one scrum in front of the goaltender, Heaney. In fact, I believe that cost one of the penalties to Hayden Stouffer.
Yeah. Yeah, he was just trying to get in there to pick up the trash, and the goalie was like, no. So, and I can imagine it's going to get more physical and more emotional as we go. Like we said earlier, MMU hasn't been here since 2003, it sounds like. U32, it's been 2016. But in that period of time in the early 2010s, they were here 4 or 5 times and won at least twice. They've got a long history of success. Bumped back down to D2 or D1, up to D1 for a bit, and then back here. So
face-off, we're underway again. It is Stouffer and Alex Brown, who has had a very good game early for MMU. Here comes the U32 Raiders. Lyford goes over center ice, picking up the puck is Starr.
Nice.
Starr to Warren. He scores. Lance Starr sets up Colton Warren.
17 seconds, Jim, and sorry I was squealing. I was so happy for them. They had a good pep talk.
Well, whatever head coach Shane Locke said between the periods worked out early. That was a beautiful setup. U32 did really nothing that Heaney could do in net for MMU. Both the goals have been kind of quick passes. The other one on Matthews. Just
a perfect setup, right place, right time, stick on the ice. Yeah.
Knotted up at one. Hearing a little more noise from the U32 Raider fans.
Those might be the Cougars. They really brought their A game. We got plenty of noise down on the Raider section, but we're literally on top of the Cougars right now. So you're going to hear that a little bit louder from our cameras here.
It sounded like the basketball chair. You can't do that. But
yeah, they have done that too. Cougar Nation is what we're hearing.
Oh, is it Cougar
Nation? Yeah, and they've got like those bouncy slapsticks, and they got all the grandmas here. So U32's got a big presence, but they're spread out on the ends.
Centering pass goes right through the slot. Now back to the point. Lyford will keep it in. Puck is deflected. Bounces dangerously up high and just wide of the net. Now Starr. U32 trying to get it back to Starr. Taken away. Here comes Brown. Speeding forward, Alex Brown. Glove save by Matthews. Trying to dig it out of the corner is Spensley.
Cougars with a big breakout on that. I think that Lyford found himself a little bit alone, but Scarata moved quickly to get back to defend. That's the big thing. These teams are quick. A lot of speed.
Both teams with a change up. 14:02 to go. Second period tied at 1. It'll be Ross Massler and Colby Garapi to take the draw. Here's Tedeschi, tries to cut back. Now Heiss gets it over to Ty Rossmassler. Rossmassler cuts it right out front, threw it through the slot, but there was nobody there with one hand.
Nice.
Shane Starr will fire the puck back down. It's going to be picked up by Murphy. Murphy breakout pass over to Marchand. Now coming in with a look and a save. Firing the puck in. Getting a piece of it was Matthews, but he didn't get all of it, and the puck was buried by Owen Jones. And just like that, MMU back out in front, 2-1.
That puck hung in the air for a really long time from our angle. It was hard to tell if it was going to go wide of the net, and it just went up and over. So Duncan doing his best on that one.
So right after the Colton Warren goal, MMU comes right back. Are we in for a shootout? We'll see. Quick shot and a save. Loose in front. Trying to tuck it home, and it's fired wide by Hazen Stouffer.
Shot count just clicked up a bunch right there. A bunch of rebounds. Hazen Stouffer had a couple. We're going to see some good back and forth here.
Big hit that I heard. I couldn't see it was out of vision.
Yes. Down on the far left side here. It was a big one. The glass was buckling.
MMU will try to get it out. Starr will throw it back down. That's Lance Starr for the U32 Raiders. Jones goal, and that shot was almost redirected by Hazen Stouffer.
Right at the last second. Yeah, this is good. Good pressure here from U32. The shot's almost even now.
Jeremy gets the assist on the Jones goal. Face off in the MMU zone. Beautiful face-off win by U32. Scribner's shot is blocked on the way in. Cutting through with a shot and a save by Hinney. He looks behind him.
Did you see that? Behind the net, it looked like it was in. You'd think we'd have a clear view here, but just not quite.
Heiss will work it down low to Rossmassler. Rossmassler in the corner up against the boards by Chamberlain. Coming out of the corner, Raiders can't quite center it. Murphy tries to backhand it around, but it's picked up by Heiss.
I do feel like it'd be great if somebody was wearing red or green or yellow because the contrast is tough.
Big rush, but then losing the puck, skating in is Alex Brown, and Tedeschi cuts in. Tedeschi with an open shot and a save there by Heaney.
Ref's got an arm up, Jim. What's the call? Huh, icing, maybe? Must have been icing to get the face-off back down here. His arm went right up, but...
Brendan Tedeschi with a golden scoring opportunity as he came in at that time. Heaney covered the angle, didn't give him a whole lot to shoot at.
No, and he was kind of by himself, too. The resets, they got to fire up these resets. They've had so many good shots, good opportunities, moving the puck really well.
Raiders try to work it around as they've had probably the better of the play in the second period as the teams have traded goals. Now Scarrata gets it over to Lance Starr. Starr weaves around a player, but it's tipped away as he was going right over the blue line.
Nice, gets
now
it back to
Scarrata gets it over to Stouffer. It's going to go all the way down into the zone. First to get there is Owen Jones. Jones in the corner tries to dig it out. Now Lance Starr will have time to set things up.
Now I hear the Let's Go Raiders.
Lyford will pick up the puck for U32. But it's stolen away and shot just over the net by Labor.
That shot's on net.
Heaney is going to have to cover it up because Jaggerman.
He was making a move.
He's been hustling. Everyone on this third unit. The U32 Raiders the last few games have been hustling a lot. This is the line with Jaggerman, Tatro, and Tucker.
Yeah, they're really fun to watch. They're putting their best shift out every single time.
Tucker tried to dig it out of the corner, kind of deflected off the stick of the defender, and Heaney covers it up.
Refs keeping the Cougars in check. The boys on the U32 blue keeping it cool so far. They got interviewed by J.D. Green this week, and it was, what's the tip? What's the trick? Just stay cool, right? It's just another game. It's not really true, but they're trying to do that so far.
J.D. Green is a hockey expert.
Not so much. It was awesome to listen to. He sure did a good job and let the boys do the talking. Hazen's quite a public speaker.
Yeah, I was being facetious. I've worked with him for years.
Yeah, he was asking some questions. We're like, yeah, it's not his main sport.
He said, who's this guy, Wayne Gretzky?
Yeah.
Oh, hit at center ice between Cowan and Tatro. Tatro tries to come back with a hit.
They were looking for the penalty there, but that's about as probably even as you can get in a mid-ice collision.
Tatro will throw it down low. Cowan gets there for MMU, works it over to Molson.
Good pressure from U32's blue.
Ross Massler steals it now. Tedeschi, snapshot goes over the net, but it bounces. Boy,
great
off
rebound.
Off the glass here at UVM, and that is not going to be a penalty.
I was like, okay.
He might have dodged one there as Tedeschi put a little shove there. As a play continues on. What I was saying, though, is the high glass here. The puck bounces.
Yes. Yep.
Low glass it doesn't, but up high it has more give here.
Yep, that's for sure. But that can be to your advantage if you play it like that.
Now coming in is Carter, and they score! Beautiful tic-tac-toe pass by MMU. Derek Carter fired it off. I'm not sure if Benson done it or Carter to get it on the announcement.
That last give and go there at the end. Duncan was all over the place, but man, when you set it up like that, those are really hard to defend.
After U32 is putting on quite a bit of the pressure, you see that so many times the puck goes the other way, and all of a sudden it's in the net.
This feels a little bit like 2016, Jim. We're going to need some turnaround here from U32.
They are down 3-1. Here's Lance Starr. Starr gets it over to Scarata. Backhanded down by Hayes and Stoker. Scarata keeps it in with his glove. Slums it down.
They're ready. Ready to set it up.
And unable to put that in is Warren.
Oh, what a great setup there. Sounded like a whistle. I was looking to see what happened, but it must just be the fans.
Now here comes Spensley.
Oh,
just wide of the net. U32 will go the other way. They did credit the goal with Carter. Here comes...
That's Lance.
Lance weaves in, tries to fire it up high. And saved there by Heaney on Lance Starr.
Well, I will say historically, we've called a lot of games for these Raiders. I'm just going to say the last couple games, second period's been a bit of a challenge, but they've recentered and they've come back big in the third. Still plenty of time to play in the second period.
Ross Massler on the draw with Colby Garapi. Ross Massler wins it. Starr is going to let one go. It was deflected a little bit as it goes wide. That's Shane Starr. Tedeschi tries to throw it out front, and a nice redirect by Heiss. Got it on goal, and Heaney made the save.
It doesn't have to be pretty, it just needs to go in, and that's what U32 has been working on these last few minutes.
Sam Molson will fire it out, and that is going to be icing. U32 has taken the lead in the shot count, and they've had the better of the play in the second period. But that was a huge goal as MMU now goes up 3-1.
Yeah, really good goaltending from Heaney down in the far net here. And U32's got to pick up and capitalize on these rebound opportunities. And it's the breakaway plays for MMU. When they get out ahead like this, well, that'll be icing. But when they get out ahead, that's tricky. They're just really fast and strong on their sticks.
They've iced the puck a couple of times.
Yep.
Did you see Owen Jones is just trying to flip the puck lightly up to the ref? And
Yeah,
ended up hitting
Scribner in the face. And Max doesn't say a lot when I've interacted with him, so I want to know what that was like. Like, dude, what are you doing? He just blew it off.
It's kind of like it didn't hurt, but...
Yeah. My head?
Yeah. Hazen Stouffer on the draw for U32, won by MMU. Save and no rebound on the shot from Garrett Marchand.
Yeah, I think that's been the difference. MMU is really explosive. When they're down here working their shots and their plays, it's only been a couple of U32 skaters so far. They're not giving U30, well, obviously, don't give them a chance to set up and defend. They've got some sharpshooters in there.
Stouffer and Carter on the draw. Carter is still the last goal for MMU. It's going to be deflected wide.
Here goes Stouffer.
Stouffer's shot was blocked partially by Verdonk and goes into the netting.
We know Hazen's good for a 3-pack. We'll keep an eye out. Got to get one to get more. He had just an incredible game the other night.
U32 will keep out the Stouffer line, but MMU will change things up. Bouncing puck, and it's going to be picked up by Brown. Brown trying to bank it off the board. He was looking for Spensley. Spensley's in the corner. Scarata fires it around. Goes to the front of the net. Lyford to clear it. However, Spensley is able to keep it down low. Shot and a blocker save by Matthews. Lyford trying to get it over to Warren. They do have Lance Starr split at center ice. Couldn't get that pass to him. Goes back down into the U32 Raiders zone. Stouffer trying to bank that off the boards to Starr. Stepped in though by MMU. Now Lyford over to Scarata. And that pass is right on the stick of Labor. A bouncing puck. And Matthews is going to have to cover it up.
Not able to get quite as clean a pass out of the zone as they were looking for. Right idea though. People are banked and ready to take off with it.
Raiders bring it out to Ross Master with Heiss and Tedeschi. Carter on the draw for MMU. Carter comes in with a nice bucket deflection off the glove of Matthews.
Yeah, another Raider got his stick on it after Matthews. Keep it out of the net.
MMU keeps it in. Shane Starr will shuttle it around to the other side where Tedeschi will pick up the puck. U32 having trouble getting out of his own. Now it bounced off the board. Rossmaster will chase for it.
No icing there.
Will get there first, but it's going to be kept in by Scribner. Scribner tried to bank it off the board. Then it's up to go, and now Shane Starr will try to do the same thing. Takes a hit on Aiden Santier.
Everybody trying to dig it out.
To go, second period. Hazen Stouffer at the drop with the U32 Raiders. Against Kobe Garrity. MMU fires it out. Trying to drop that in from Owen Jones.
We've heard a lot from Owen Jones tonight.
Now back to the point. Shot through traffic is deflected. The shot from Chamberlain.
Just stay with it. The goalie did come way out. Yeah. Right. A little bit of a snowstorm. And are they going to give Nolan a penalty for that? They are. That's a bummer. Yep. And then, you know, if the goalie comes out at you at the last second, that's tough. I'd have given that a let him play situation. Good hustle here from Landstar. He's going to take every opportunity he can to pick that up. Oh gosh. And Lance is still talking to the ref, so hopefully he can just park it there for a second. Yep. Charging. Ooh. Oh my gosh, Brendan. Nice opportunity though. He was there by himself. Yeah, it was hard to see Lance's penalty. I think he was looking for some reciprocal treatment there, but we couldn't see it. It was right up under the boards here underneath us. Oh, pad save. Temporarily. Come on, skate away, boys. Max is going to go for a little skate. Oh. Was there a penalty? Yeah, he almost, I think, Scribner was going to get tripped or contact to the arm. Yep. Yeah, right? They got 7 seconds left on Lance's penalty, and then they'll be, hopefully, you know, most of the last of this second period, there'll be a man up, provided they keep everybody else out of the box. Yeah. Hazen's doing his best captain's talk. He keeps them calm, fires them up, so this is their chance to make this count.
Murphy, a bouncing puck kept in, I believe, on the line by Scarata, but it's going to be cleared out.
And bounce back in.
2 minutes to go, second period, Raiders down by 2. Here's Lyford. Lyford will skate it into the zone, but it's going to be picked up and not cleared out. Star, yeah, they're going to get him to the net.
Oh, bummer.
So face off to be moved out of the zone.
I know we just signed it up, but I need my best for next week.
And that'll bring it all the way down to the U32 Raiders zone. They are on the power play with 1:52 to go period, 125 on the penalty. Alex Brown on the draw for MMU. Here's Rivers Scarata looking for Warren. It's going to be knocked back down. Scarata again across ice pass. Up and chase for U32. Star will get there first. That's William Star. Now they're trying to set things up.
All kinds of centering stuff happening.
Through the slot end. It's off the goal from the stick. 58 to go power play. Also gets it around, but it's going to be down.
Just some unlucky bounces like that for these guys tonight.
And the puck is stolen away, just dragging away time on this power play. 37 to go.
Here's Hazen.
Oh, here comes Hazen. Puck. He'll play the point, finds the open player coming in. There's Rossmaster for a shot.
Oh, right out front again.
Right out front. No one there, though, on the setup by Tedeschi. Now Ty Rossmaster.
Again, no one for him to pass to. Here we go.
He's energized things.
Making stuff happen, looking for his points.
Here's Stouffer. Stouffer looks. Now we're going to go back to the point. Shot is blocked.
Again, nice opportunity for Rossmaster. Oh!
And that was, I think, deflected wide. U32 getting a couple of chances. Just running out in the period. Penalized players back on for Mount Mansfield.
This is a lot like the end of the first period. Yeah. U32 with a lot of quick shots here. Shot count now is tied, 23-23.
Didn't have much in the power play until Ty Ross.
Face-off circle. Wonder if it was for a mouth guard.
Stouffer will take the draw. U32 wins it.
Oh,
Throw it out front. A loose puck, but Heiss couldn't get there. Murphy was just trapped in the corner. And that'll be it for the period. No, the Raiders come out with it. And
so close.
He has to make a stand.
Skate away, friends. Oh my goodness. Hazen takes one to the head there. It'll be interesting to see if we get any delayed penalties. This is high school boys hockey. They did a lot of bobbleheads. I see a lot of heads bobbing up and down.
A little discussion out there, and then Heiss, who was chatting a little bit with Carter. They both will head to their bench. And second period comes to a close. U32 Raiders have to come from behind in this one. Boy, this is a similar scenario to what happened in 2016, a game I broadcast on the radio. U32 Raiders against the Stowe Raiders, and they entered the third period down by
Yes.
4-3.
Yep. Yeah, it was a close one.
Well, that'll be it for two periods of play. We'll come back with your third period and recap the scoring very shortly. But after two, there's Mount Mansfield on top of the U32 Raiders by a score of 3-1. It's high school hockey action on CBTSport.net.
It's the same. Yeah. Sweet Caroline got the fans on their feet. I think that MMU fans might be a little bit louder right now, but U32 knows how to bring it in the third. We've talked about that 2016 win, the U32 Raiders over the Stowe Raiders, and it's feeling a little bit like deja vu. My son was a freshman that year, so he didn't skate so much, but big third period from the U32 Raiders, and I'm sure they've channeled some of that energy tonight. Absolutely. Great opportunities there. Yeah, I like the odds of Tedeschi one-on-one with the goalie anytime, and then anybody else gets in there to pick up the rebound. He gets it, yep, draws a penalty. He's good to skate away. Yeah, definitely had some interference on that one. With 3 refs, too, we're scanning the crowd looking for which one put their arm up. Well, this is good. Let's take advantage of a 5-on-4 for U32. If they can stay clean and stay out of their own penalty box, this is a great opportunity for them to make something happen. We've got Lance Starr facing off. Oh, so close. Lance is definitely due for a shot opportunity here. He's had some good shots. Okay, this is, making me nervous. Yep. Max could just take this whole thing for a skate right here and put his body right to the net. That would be fantastic. We know he's got that sweet shot in him. Looks like we're going to get offsides here. One-timer, looking for the one-timer. We don't even care if it's an ugly goal. Just rocket that thing in there. Yeah, that got a little weird, like the MMU player was right up in the net and it looked kind of surreal there for a sec. Yeah. Oh, that's Jacob Amons. Nice pickup there for him. Great shot on net. Jacob with a lot of ice time when Shane Starr was out. Did a really good job for the Raiders back on defense. I think it's Amons. It's all good. Yeah, I'd have to ask him or his dad to be 100%, but here we go. Shane threads the needle. Sorry, Lance. It's a scrum. It's a scrum. Just a little too close. Yep. Oh, gosh. Here's Tedeschi looking to pick up that puck, getting in there quick. Needs some help out front. Yeah. Quick. Yes, quick 5 minutes off this third period here too. U32 still leading the shot count, needing to get some in the net. Giving it their 100% out here right now. Rossmassler bringing a lot of passion to this game tonight. He's popping up everywhere. A lot of shots on net. Yes. Great save. Couldn't tell if that hit the net, but it must still be in play, obviously. MMU's play just really throwing the Raiders off their routine. I think the quarterfinal game, Tedeschi had an explosive night. 3 or 4 goals for him in that game. Yeah, finished up 7-4, I think, against, is that Hartford? That was the semifinal. Anyway, he's got a bunch in him. Yep. Oh, right. Yeah, they're just playing that tough defensive game at this point. Oh, so close.
He scores! Hazen Stouffer goes inside post. And at the 7:43 mark, Raiders are within 1.
That is awesome. And the best part was a Raider got tackled in the crease. No call there, but it was just enough distraction to get Mr. Stouffer his first red light of this game. And these are the best kinds. 1-goal game, man, that changes everything, like you said.
It'll energize the crowd here also at UVM's Gutterson Fieldhouse.
And it energized your microphone. Woo!
It did.
It did. I love it. Let's go. This is the charge we need. Ty Rossmassler's due for a goal.
He's in back of the net. Has Tedeschi out front and actually fired that on the stick of Heist just wide.
Here we go.
Scribner keeps it in. Scribner gets it over to Tedeschi.
Backhand.
Tedeschi really can't get anything on the shot. Now it's hammered toward the front of the net. It's deflected over the net. Good U32 pressure.
They are fired up right now. U32 tags up. They need to get back in there and go hard at this net. We just need a couple pickoffs. Good opportunities here to sneak it in.
Raiders will reset.
I feel like the story of this season for both Lady and Guy Raiders has been a lot of overtime. So, you know, we'll will that, but in the meantime, glad to bring it down to a 1-goal lead for MMU.
They would take the OT. We'll see what happens. Plenty of hockey to play. 6:54 to go, third period. Raiders down by 1. Follow the Marbles in D2. Here is Shane Starr. Gets it over to Warren. Warren gets it back to Stouffer. Stouffer, who just scored the goal, comes in. Stouffer with a shot and a save by Heaney. Declan Heaney grabs that one out of the air. He is the D2 first team goalie of the year. And that is shot number 30 for the U32 Raiders, and only 2 have gone behind them.
And it's funny because they've made that same shot to the goalie belly 100 times. So expect him to go down, pop it in the top corner.
Stouffer and Brown on the draw. And he always jinx it, so Warren will take the draw. Won by MMU, but it banks off these boards. Thrown out front. Couple of players there. It was backhanded out front by Warren. Lance Starr couldn't get a stick on it. Now a shot is blocked. Scribner will throw it down low. Now they'll go back to Scribner. Scribner's shot gets through. Deflects almost on Lance Starr's stick and just didn't have the angle. Players tumble in the corner.
It's all gloves off now, Jim. This is a big game.
Alec Brown gets the puck over and skated out. It's Alex Romanko. Romanko into the zone. Now Lance Starr gets it to Stouffer. Stouffer banks it off the boards. Molson picks up the puck.
Great pressure on that shift for U32. Lots of shots, people everywhere. They need to keep this pressure up. They called off the icing. We don't know why.
Yeah, they did waive the icing. The icing, we didn't get it.
I'd give a trip there, perhaps.
Keeps it in.
It's getting ugly now, Jim.
Starr battling with Alex Spensley. U32, nice crisp pass.
Very much.
Tedeschi tries to go over the blue line, hammered back on the stick of Scribner.
Everybody clear? Yep.
Scarrato will throw it in. That one they are going to call icing.
Nice.
5:13 to go. Wow.
This is going by so fast.
Goaltender Heaney takes the water bottle. Mask is down, just about ready to play.
We're having a powwow here. I wonder what's going on. Was an icing call? Is it, sometimes if it's a deliberate icing, the face-off's in a different area. Knowing that their decisions matter at this point in the game, that can't be a good sign.
Well, they're going over to the U32 Raider bench, and they're talking with Shane Locke.
Shane looks like he's questioning. Hard to say. Maybe not. Not super upset. Looks like they'll do a center ice face-off here. Interesting.
Yeah, I have no idea the reason behind that.
Now? Let's see.
It's won by MMU. Puck is in the corner. Amones fires it around.
Just clear it out.
Got to hurry to get it out. Bounces to center ice. Here's Lance Starr. Starr tried to shuttle it through the defender. Now Lance Starr works around the corner. Puck is taken away, though, by Molson. It gets by Amones right in front of our broadcast area. Now it goes in the front. Here comes Chamberlain. High off the glass. Bounces toward the front of the net. 4:35 to go. U32 looking for the open player on the breakout. Starr tried to feed it over to Stouffer. U32 on a change-up, though. Puck is going to be cleared out. Warren gets it over to Tedeschi, goes over his stick. It's backhanded out by Soutier. Goes down into the U32 Raider zone.
Tedeschi's open here.
Brendan Tedeschi.
He needs some help. He needs some help.
Backhander, and Heaney.
See, I'd charge it. I'd want to charge it. You don't want to snow the goalie, but that was like an eternity of 47,000 seconds right there.
Yeah, I think Tedeschi thought maybe he had more help that time.
Yep.
Because he was waiting for help, but he really didn't. A couple of players were on a change-up. Face-off win goes to Scribner. Over to Starr. Here's Starr with a shot. He rifled that one just over the net. That's Shane Starr.
Yeah, I'm looking for
Molson.
Tedeschi or Scribner need to get their magic hands in here and just light something up for U32. Keeping the pressure on. There we go.
Almost a giveaway pass to Owen Jones.
Yep, that's not someone we want to have the puck right now. So
There is Owen Jones with the puck, but it's taken away by Max Scribner. Scribner will cut in. Scribner goes through the slot area, but the puck is taken away. Hit at center ice. Star puts the hit on Alex Spensley.
Here we go. Good change here for U32. Opportunity. Shane's getting decked down here. He's got his arms all up.
Brown throws it all the way in on Matthews. Time becoming a factor. 3:09 to go.
Same team, same team. There you go, there you go. Skate it.
Here comes Warren. Warren will fire it in. Dump and chase. Warren gets there first.
Warren had the first goal of the night.
Warren tied in the corner. Star comes in to help. They work it over to the far side. Stouffer will get there. Stouffer's shot is blocked. Now Scribner tries to throw it through. There's a bouncing puck on Scribner's stick. Another shot is blocked. Here comes Brown, but it's taken right back by U32 just when you thought Brown was going to sprint in. And the Raiders are kind of a bouncing puck. Raiders are definitely offside.
Definitely offside. You got to call that. They were watching the puck. I was willing them to move over, but that's all right. Keeps it just outside the MMU zone. 2:30 to go.
Neither team has used their timeout. Stouffer and Alec Brown out there. Warren goes back to Leifert. Leifert fires it in. Rubbing it down is Chamberlain, who goes down. Puck is in front, and no one there for U32.
Perfect opportunity there. So close.
They couldn't take advantage of a player going down. Now cutting toward the front of the net, but ridden off was Alex Spensley.
Oh my gosh, this is stressful.
Brown will keep it in. Scarata now with the puck for U32. Scarata goes over to Warren. Under 2 minutes to go. U32 Raiders are down by 1.
Looking for the long pass. They just have to get it out of here. Use this time wisely. You got to imagine Coach Locke's thinking about pulling his goalie.
Pinched in, and the shot is just wide from Alex Spensley. Here's Leifert.
We've had really good U32 pressure on the puck these whole last few minutes.
Here comes Hayes and Stouffer.
No one's
Stouffer
with him.
speeds in.
He needs help.
U32 on a changeup. Stouffer still with the puck. It's blocked. It's going to go all the way out to center ice. Goes over the stick of Tedeschi. And the puck is going to be fired down by Cowan. 1:18 to go. Leifert fires it around, but it's going to be kept in. Thrown out front. Cutting around. Loose puck in front, and U32 will come away with it. It is Tedeschi. Tedeschi cuts into the zone.
Needs some help.
Tedeschi taken hard into the boards as he wants to.
That's empty.
Taken an empty net, and
Misses.
what a, I think it went off Star's stick. And with 48 seconds, U32 down to their final gasp. Bouncing puck is going to go on the stick of Sam Moulton. Moulton is going to fire it back down. Will not be icing. 33 to go.
We got a charge.
Here is Tedeschi. Tedeschi off the boards. It's going to go on Molson's stick. He'll fire it down, and he hits the post of the empty net. We still play on. 23, but that will be icing.
Wow, how can it be icing if it hits the net?
Hit the post. It should. It did.
You know what, Jim? We are not looking a gift horse in the mouth. Face off in the MMU zone. 23 seconds. I feel like we believe that we can tie something happening right now.
Okay, well, say we didn't see that here. U32 will probably use the timeout, which they will.
Oh boy. We can cut it with a knife. While we have this moment of timeout, I lost my words for a second. It has been a tremendously cool thing to be here tonight with you, Jim, and Sammy for CBT Sport, for an opportunity that these U32 boys will remember. They'll remember it more if they win, but to be this close at this time in the game, this is pretty great. You don't want to be down 5-0.
We certainly want to thank everyone that supported our broadcast during the course of the season. I know the schools help out, and we do have sponsors through the broadcast, and of course the crew at cbtsport.net. We carried a ton of hockey from December until right now, and it comes down to this 23.3.
Wow.
I honestly thought, unless they say that I saw the puck bounce off the post, but we'll take that break on the icing, and U32 obviously will drop a play as they talk with head coach Shane Locke.
They practice all season for this, right? These are what they do the drills for. They put their 6 sharpest players out here, and you just hope for the best. Very exciting. Very, very exciting.
Bruce Garapy continues. He's done with this conversation with his team. Declan Heaney heads out into the net. Raiders hope to get at least 1 or 2 on them. Key to this one is a face-off win.
You've got 2 stars, Stouffer, Tedeschi, Rossmassler, and Scribner for these last 23 seconds.
So they put the first line out there, and Rossmassler is the extra skater. And the puck is going to be kept in by Scribner. It's along the boards, though. Alec Brown with it. Brown is able to backhand it out, and it goes up over. Here's Starr with only 10 seconds to go. Lance Starr with the puck. Lance Starr throws it through. It's going to go into the corner. Tedeschi throws it out front.
Oh my gosh! 1 second on the clock. We have a tie game. Are you kidding me?
Ty Rossmassler buries it, and there's no question, even though the clock says 0-0-0.
Did we get a goal on the ice?
Referee put his arm down.
Oh my God.
Amazing here
I wanna
at
see it.
UVM's Gunderson
I
Fieldhouse.
want to see it on the board, Jim.
Well, what they're going to do is,
Watch the replay.
it's probably going to take a little while because here at the GUP,
They have a replay.
because this is a college arena, their cameras located both above both nets. Now, it's not as sophisticated as what you see at the NHL, but there's cameras above both nets, and the cameras also are directly on the clock time.
And I was watching the clock time, and they were running down 1.5.
And right now they're not.
The ref's ready to drop the puck.
There's no review, so it's a goal. Puck is on the ice. And we are going overtime.
Have you ever seen something like this? Sammy and Jim and I, you guys, are losing our minds. I think I might have called it. This might be like the 7th game I've gone to overtime. Unbelievable. Woo! This is crazy.
Disbelief from the MMU fans, and puck was dug out of the corner. This is one of those instances where normally most of the broadcasts we have the ability to do instant replay. We're sorry we don't on this one because I'd like to see it again. But it was no doubt with .2 to go, Ty Rossmassler.
Wow. Unbelievable. If you were these guys, what are you doing right now? Because I'm watching Sammy and he's having a heart attack. So happy for his brother Joe Tucker's team out there doing the magic. We've got a tie game. They're only going to get a 3-minute break. We're going to go to sudden death or instant glory overtime, as one of the hockey moms started calling it this year, because we didn't want to die so many times in one season. And what an awesome thing. People are going to be watching this game back on YouTube forever, especially if the Raiders can light this up. They are due for an overtime win.
And I believe the extra player with Matthews out of the net, they brought out their first line, but guess who the extra skater was that they brought out?
Rossmassler.
Yeah.
And the big play was right here because we got lucky twice, 2 missed empty netters, and Max Scribner did some kind of magic here right in front of where we're broadcasting to keep that puck in play, which led to bada bada bing, Rossmassler with the goal.
What this will do is it will change the way a little bit how MMU plays the overtime period. I'm not saying they were out there protecting the lead, but once you get got down to under the 8-minute mark, and they were up 2 goals.
Yeah.
They were stacking it in front of the net and limiting the U32 opportunities and not really pushing it offensively. If they had a chance, they certainly would take the chance and try to extend the lead, but for the most part, they were packing it in front of the net and playing more of a defensive strategy up 2.
Yeah.
But now that is all going to change here in this overtime period. It's going to be wide open hockey.
This is so great. Wide open hockey, you're right. It's just first one to the goal, first one to the score. And no matter what, this is one of the greatest hockey games I've ever seen. Am I right?
Well, the time that it happened, I've never done a play-by-play game where they scored in the state championship game with .2 to go to tie it up. Never.
Wow.
I've had some exciting ones.
I had a CVSA game scored one time where my nephew, Jack Curley, future super-duper hockey player and current hockey player, scored with .3 seconds to tie it, to take it to the state championship. That was pretty incredible. All right, Jim. Deep cleansing breath, Sammy. Here we go.
Stouffer and Alex Brown out there to take the draw. And here we go. OT is on at UVM's Gunderson Fieldhouse. Stolen away by Lance Starr. Starr will fire it down. Stouffer in back of the net. Fired around by Cowan. Kept in at the point. Scribner with a shot. It's deflected toward the front of the net. It's going to be cleared out. Shane Starr off the boards looking for Lance Starr. Goes over his stick.
That would be a sweet setup in this game, Jim. Brother to brother, assisting goal.
Puck is stolen away by Lance Starr. He throws it out front. Was looking for Warren. And here come the Cougars the other way. This is Alex Brown. And a save by Matthews. Comes up with the first save in OT. Speeding down the wing. Shot from Alex Brown. And Matthews with the save, no rebound.
So, Jim, the other thing, too, we've seen a lot of heartbreakers pull the goalie towards the end, and you get those 4-2 finish. I'm just grateful these guys were able to tie it up here.
Colby Garapi on the draw. This one is controlled by MMU. That one got through the shot from Caleb Murphy, the sophomore defenseman, and gloved again by Matthews. That was dangerous.
It sure was. There was only a tiny bit of space between Duncan's glove and that net.
Face-off win this time for U32. Scarata is going to try to get it over to Heiss. U32 will have time to clear the zone. Here comes River Scarata. Fires it in. Murphy gets to the puck for MMU. Crashing the corner is Warren. Warren steals it.
Looks like Rossmaster.
Rossmaster rather has the puck.
He's got people set up out front.
Back to the point for a shot. Goes off the pad of Heaney. Rossmaster is it? Center to Heiss and a save by Heaney. Rossmaster going crazy up there, setting things up, and it's cleared out. Wow, when Maddox Heiss had that on his stick, I thought this might be over.
Wow. There's going to be a lot of wows. Once a hockey mom, always a hockey mom. There's Warren. Boy, Warren and Rossmaster do a lot alike.
Almost steals the puck. And here's a break. A couple of defenders back. Coming in is Alex Spensley. Spensley cuts toward the front of the net. That is going to be a rated penalty in overtime. MMU going on the power play.
That's a tough one, though. You probably make that choice every time, right? I mean, you got to rely on your goalie to do his thing, but yeah.
It's sometimes you see it in overtime, sometimes you don't. You got to go with what they deal with you, and U32 will have Lance Starr in the box. MMU goes on a power play and OT.
All right, boys. It's your magic line. Do that PK thing.
Stouffer and Brown on the draw. Stouffer has his stick hacked away from him, and that is going to be a penalty.
All right, let's do this 4-on-4.
Hazen Stouffer was breaking out of the zone, and as he was, hacking the stick out of those Alex Spensley.
Yep. Okay, now the good music's really coming.
Little thunderstruck action as U32 gets ready to take the face-off. Open ice, the way they've been skating may favor U32 with the 4-on-4. There is Scribner. He's going to work it down low.
Here we go. Stouffer's in behind the net.
Taken away by Alex Brown. Here comes Brown. Over the blue line, taken away by Scribner. They'll go the other way. Here's Max Scribner. Skates in, tries to stay with the puck. He has a strong reach.
Here we go,
Scribner
here we go.
trying to get it over to Tedeschi. Good block by MMU.
Right
Another
there.
shot trickles over into the far side, but unable to keep it in is Starr. Shane Starr fires it down. The penalty trade-off is just a matter of seconds. Won't really mean anything, but here's Alex Brown. He's trying to move around. A U32 player lost the puck, tried to dig it out of the corner. And they get it now over to Rossmassler. Ty Rossmassler cuts in, goes down. As he was falling down, he still tried to use the stick to direct that.
That would have been amazing. Just a little teeny sleeper goal, right?
Matthews with the save. The rebound, though, will be in the U32 Raiders zone. For the 4-on-4, roughly 44 seconds left in the 4-on-4. There's only a 4-second discrepancy between the two times of the penalties. U32 will get Stouffer out to take the draw. Well, the referee will... Heiss was in the face-off circle.
I think Heiss came on a little later.
Here's Leifert around the boards. Trickles off the boards, but the puck is taken away from Jones. Pass to Stouffer, but he didn't see it.
Nope. It's all right. Reset.
Puck will deflect off Hazen Stouffer's stick. It's going to bounce into the U32 Raider zone. Heiss trying to dig it out of the corner. Heiss battling. Comes up with the puck.
We need one of those good
almost stolen
breakouts.
away. Almost a dangerous steal away by Jones. Jones does get the puck, but there's two defenders back for U32. And the puck is taken away. We get the puck over to Stouffer. Defenders back though. Hazen Stouffer comes in. He fires a shot. A save by Heaney. There was a rebound there and it's cleared out. Hazen Stouffer had a good chance in OT.
He sure did. Wow, that would have been a beauty.
Now here comes Alex Spinsley. Spinsley cuts in. Shot deflects high off the glass. And Tedeschi will motor the other way. Tedeschi tries to cut the defense. He comes in and a save. He was trying to go 5-hole.
Yep.
And the 5-hole was covered up by Declan Heaney.
That's definitely been Heaney's save of the day. Just that full clutch. You'd love to have that quick fake, you know. But great. All good shots. Raiders really putting it all out there right now.
Rossmassler wins the draw. A quick shot on a blocker save. Maddox Heiss let one go.
Yeah, went high side on that.
U32 has dominated more in the third and in overtime. Now picking up the puck, and Rossmassler comes up with the block on the Romanto centering pass. Now it's in front.
Good looking for that no-look shot.
It's deflected over into the corner by Alex Romanto. Puck bounces off the boards. Shane Starr in back of the net.
They got stringers way out. Here we go.
Gets it to Tedeschi. He's going to get another shot. And a glove save by Heaney.
Look at U32's shot count, Jim. 41-29. That says a lot about our Raiders shooters. Says a heck of a lot about Declan Heaney.
Yeah, they poured it on late.
Wow. They were tied 24-22. Something like that after 2. So U32 opened this up.
He is the D2 goalie of the year, the senior in his final game.
That's impressive. And Finn Heaney is his brother, who's also on this team. I think my husband's sitting with their Uncle Bill.
Puck is going to be kept in by Scribner. Coming in, Stouffer with the shot, and another save by Heaney. No rebound.
Really impressive. We're up here in the press box. and everyone's hands are like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. This game is epic.
Definitely some tension up here.
Yep, we're trying to take some deep breaths. Yoga class for press box people.
Here's Lance Starr in the corner. He comes out with it. Banged up against the boards by Murphy.
Starr's back.
Shane Starr keeps it in, uses the whole body to keep it in. Now it's going to be cleared out, but then Warren keeps it in for U32.
Max Scribner staying back on D. Good call there.
Shane Starr with a nice catch of the puck. Coming around, Warren tried to center, and it was tipped away at the last moment, I think, by Murphy.
We've had some incredible holy smokes moments right now. Lance Starr gets himself off. He looks like he's in good shape there.
Here's a break now, but they were on a change, so Owen Labor was just fired in.
Yeah.
That was a long shift.
That was a long
for
shift
MMU.
for MMU. It's been a lot of Raiders out here for quite a long time, too, so they're going to look to change.
Here's MMU, but it goes on Ross Massler's stick. He'll get it back to Scribner. Scribner off the boards. Taken away by Marchant. Garrett Marchant has an assist in this one. Gets a backhander in and a save by Matthews. U32 going for a bouncing pass.
Here we
They
go.
do get Tedeschi. Tedeschi is in, and the initial save. Tedeschi throws it out front. Scribner with a shot. It's loose
my
2 or 3
goodness.
times, and it's cleared wide. The Raiders cannot pop it home.
I cannot believe the number of shots on that one play. Oh, they're just peppering this goalie.
Max Scribner comes off partially in excitement, partially in disappointment, as he thought they might have had it there. He just
And he was so calm about it. He was so, like, effervescent. I'm just going to...
There's only 1:10 to go in overtime. It's been so exciting. I haven't even looked at the clock.
We're not even breathing, Jim. Nice poke check by Scarata here.
U32 will start again as we're down to the final minute. Here is River Scarata. Scarata will bank it off the boards, do the self-pass. He is taken down into the boards.
And no penalty.
And an OT, I don't think they're going to call that.
No, that's tough. That's true. Really good point.
Here comes Brown. Alex Brown cuts in. He's clean in on Matthews, and Matthews with the save.
Nice. That's going to go back on net. It's trickling down. No icing there. Come on, Blue. Pick this up.
Wild hockey there. Lyford goes off the boards.
Nice glove
Matthews
save.
will glove that
Oh,
one.
God. Hang on to that, Duncan. You're killing me, dude. Whew.
15.5 to go in the first overtime.
Who's coming in next? Rice and... No, this is it.
This is it.
I'm getting my nights crossed. We used to do D1 boys and girls, or D1 boys, D2 boys, and now here we are.
This will be the end of the high school hockey season. And what a way to end it. 9 to go period in overtime. Here's Shane Starr. He'll look up, try a quick pass to Lance Starr. Lance Starr cuts, but it's poked away. Good defensive play by Molson.
That would have been a storybook ending for those Starr brothers.
Tried to go end to end.
All right, so do we get another 3 minutes?
Well, we're going to overtime number 2. I'd know eventually. I'm looking down there to see if they... Yeah, they're going to make ice.
Oh, good. Give these guys a break.
Yeah, both teams will skate off. Zamboni.
Here, Rivers having a conversation with the ref about, you know, dude, I loved a penalty there, but it's all right. Everybody needs some yoga, some peace and quiet. All right, so looks like they're going to make ice, so we got a 12-minute. We've had some incredible, amazing hockey with our hot mic. So, Jim, what do you think?
Like I said, I don't want to be repetitive, but I've done high school hockey for a long time, and I've never seen a regulation game end with .02 tied up at 0-2. This is the first time I've ever seen that, and the fact that it happened in a state championship game.
How about a double overtime? When was your last double overtime in any game?
I think the craziest game I broadcast, I know I did North Country boys hockey probably about 10 years ago at, it was at Letty.
Yep.
And they put North Country, as I'm giving you the story, I'm trying to think, they were taking on South Burlington.
Yep.
And the winner of that game was going to advance to the next round, and they would have played CVU. Both the CVU game was played also in Burlington. The CVU, their home rink at that time was Letty. So the CVU team had already played their game.
Yep.
We're in the second overtime period. They had already come from their game. They came back to watch it. The captain of the CVU hockey team, the kid seemed pretty cool. I was losing my voice.
Yeah.
So between the two overtimes, I said, hey, can you go on and tell me how your game? Because I need something to kill time.
Yeah.
And finally, North Country Goldley played basically on his head, stopped everything, but then South Burlington ended up winning, going to the gut, and they lost. But that was great. That's triple overtime.
Triple overtime. Well, this is incredible. I don't care what you say. $10 for a ticket. You've gotten yourself a hell of a game tonight.
Well, we're going to take a break here. Magically, those watching the game will get you right to the second overtime period, but after the first overtime period, we are tied at 3 apiece, the D2 championship game between U32 and Mount Mansfield. Teams are back out on the ice, ready for the second overtime period. U32 Raiders and the MMU Cougars for the D2 state championship. All knotted up at 3 apiece. It was Ty Rossmaster with the official time was 2 seconds to go in the third period. Rossmaster burying the shot from Tedeschi and Lance Starr, sending it to overtime. In the overtime first period, the first overtime, it was crazy. U32 had numerous chances on goaltender Declan Heaney, but the bouncing puck could not find a U32 Raider open in front of the net to bury it. MMU had a couple of chances in overtime. For the most part, it was all U32. The best chance for MMU was a rush by Alex Brown. But U32 was peppering Heaney with shots on goal in the first overtime period. So we'll have to see that you could tell that MMU obviously was gassed late in that overtime period. Now they get this time between periods to recoup themselves. So we'll see what type of game we see coming in for the second overtime.
So many opportunities late in that overtime period, too. Just really great play out there by everyone. It's nice. I'm seeing some good sportsmanship. These guys have the ultimate respect earned for each other. I don't know if MMU thought they'd come in and clean up, but this has been an incredible show tonight.
Yeah, Tedeschi going around doing fist bumps. Well, they know each other. Some of the, they played on different elite teams.
Yeah, of course.
Hockey is a small family. So.
Yeah, especially in Vermont.
Here we go. OT number 2. Face-off win by U32. Scribner to Tedeschi. Now banking it off the boards.
Oh my gosh.
Bouncing
Oh my gosh.
loose in front,
Oh my gosh.
unable to pick it up is Colton Warren. Just there a split second late.
And that's what it is. It's been like that for all of these. Just a half
Tedeschi
a second.
goes back to Starr. It's blocked. And a break the other way. No call going into the zone, and U32 able to clear the puck. I think the fresh ice had a couple of players going down.
There's water everywhere. Oh my gosh,
wow,
okay.
That was crazy because it looked like a potential 2-on-1 or maybe a 2-on-none. One MMU player lost a little bit of an edge.
Yep. Wowzers. Yeah, that was big. And this one down here on the MMU goal was just so close between. Great pickup rebound there.
It's a game of inches.
It sure is. That never a truer story told.
Face-off win, and the shot is deflected wide. That's going to go. No, I can't call it. No, it goes.
I know. It looked like it was
into the
like
netting. Now
right
coming
up
out of the corner, a shot, and it's blocked. MMU with a couple of chances here. Puck is thrown back down by Jones. Now U32 will have to hurry to break it out. Here's Colton Warren.
The ice again looks really slow right now. So.
Tipped away, chasing for the puck, but Max Scribner is going to get there first. Colby Garapi right behind him, but Scribner had position. Puck is going to be kept in, though, by MMU in the corner. It's Alex Spensley, throws it out front. Was looking for Alex Romanko.
Need some big D here.
They try to center up Romanko again, and U32 and Lance Starr tries to go the other way. Now Colton Warren picks up the puck.
Stouffer gets there first. Bodies are flying.
Brown will work it around the boards. Scribner will pinch in tight.
Scribner still owed a goal here.
Right out front, Lance Starr with a chance. Heaney is down. Unable to pick up the puck, though, the U32 Raiders. Bodies in front of Declan Heaney.
Nice by the refs there. Good call there to just let them play that out, make sure the puck was in control. Those defensemen for MMU are down there taking a deep breath.
It'll be Rossmassler and Brown on the draw.
Back to Ty. Back to Tedeschi. No shot.
Brendan Tedeschi just wide.
Looks like some extracurricular happening over here on the right, but everybody's up.
Murphy goes around the boards. Tedeschi goes back to Lyford. Lyford shot and
in the gut.
Another save by Heaney.
In the gut, and we were talking to one of the other broadcasters, Jim, and was 45 shots the record here at the gut for a championship game?
Yeah,
so that's 45 shots. So that doesn't count the goals, correct?
Right. So Heaney, he's got 42 saves. That may be a gut record.
Oh no!
Bouncing puck, and here comes Alex Brown. Brown comes in, and the shot goes off Matthews and deflects up over the net. Second point-blank chance for Brown as he has the puck again. Centers it for a backhander. Puck is taken away. A second chance, and here comes U32. They will go the other way. Scarata fires it wide. Tedeschi tries to keep it in. Puck is going to be cleared out, but hammered in by Lance Starr.
Yep, put some good heat on that.
Murphy in the corner will reverse it around, looking for Labor. Stolen away, though, by U32.
Come on,
Warren has
finish it like you started it.
Stouffer tries to throw it out front, but he was kind of weaving around the back of the net. And players will separate themselves.
Lance is getting a hand, he was trying to get up, but he was getting a hand by MMU. Okay.
Well, we played about 3 minutes of the second overtime.
It feels like 2 hours.
Last game of the year, and voices are holding out, which is a good thing. Stouffer was ready to take the draw with Carter. But now Aiden Soutier in to take the draw, controlled by U32. Shane Starr around the boards. Warren's in back of the net over to Lance Starr. Starr could not get the puck on his stick to get a shot off. Now Warren with it again. Warren tries to do a wraparound. That shot is blocked, though. He didn't have much room. Colton Warren fighting for the puck. He's going to go back to Starr. Deflection, it bounces around, and it's going to be cleared out by MMU.
No ice.
Wave off the icing.
That's crazy. That was literally the entire ice. Okay, that's how we're going to roll here.
Puck is thrown back down low. Colton Warren looks up in his own zone. Loses it, though. Raiders have to go back and try to work it around as they go to Tedeschi. Tedeschi just off the bench as Rossmassler. Tipped away, though. Tipped away by Cowan. Cutting toward the front of the net. Tedeschi's shot is wide. Puck is fired down low.
Declan Heaney takes a lot of room in that goal, too. When he's all stretched out, there's not a lot of empty space here.
Here's Alex Brown. Brown cuts in. sprawling out. They throw it right through the slot area. Beautiful setup for Alex Romanko. Now another shot. There's a blocker saved by Matthews. MMU putting the pressure on now.
Yep.
They work the back of the net. Brown trying to get it to Romanko, who's out front. And U32 has Tedeschi. If they could get the pass to him, it was knocked
he was
down.
wide open. He was ready to go. And it was hard to tell. It looked like they were going to maybe dump and chase because they probably need a change.
And a shot just missing. A point-blank shot by Molson. Now Stouffer goes the other way. Hazen Stouffer is in. Can't get the shot off, but a chase for the puck. Stouffer circles around trying to do a backhander. That is blocked. Puck is going to go out to center ice. Every time there's the least bit of what looks like it could be a break,
Yeah.
crowd is going crazy, both sides.
I'm surprised they called that icing because I swear he was right here. But then the ones that have been full ice, that's a little stressful for me.
Yeah, they did wave off an icing about 2 minutes ago.
And they
I
have
wasn't
done
sure
it
about that.
equally, so that was interesting. But this was, to me, closer to call.
Face-off win by MMU. Lyford off the high glass, bounces around, kept in at the point by the defenseman. Now Lance Starr digging for the puck, taken away though by Jones. Jones looking for Marchant. Lyford will get there, it'll fire it around the glass. It's going to be dug out of the corner, but taken away by U32.
Just looking to poke that clear, not quite.
MMU trying to set something up. They do. They get the puck on the stick of Garrett Marchant. Just missing. Marchant will grab the puck again. It's deflected up high. It's a bouncing puck.
That's a big open ice hit on MMU.
That goes off the blocker of Matthews, and we get the whistle. No penalty, but just a whistle because U32 player is getting up slowly.
I see Sammy Tucker's mom parked right behind the goalie, doing her best hockey mom work. So who went down in the corner? Was it Scarata again? No, he was not out.
Was it Lyford?
Oh, yeah.
I think.
Wow. 9 minutes to go in this second overtime.
And we started with 15, right?
Yes, I think so. Good push here by Tedeschi.
Tedeschi on the
I like anywhere that Ty Rossmassler is right now because he's brought some intensity to this game. He's usually really chill, works really hard, but tonight he's been very explosive.
Well, he's the reason that we're playing in the second overtime.
Exactly.
Here is
Here he
Rossmassler with the puck. He will fire it down and chase. MMU breakout pass is stolen by Tedeschi. Tedeschi will backhand it in.
Oh.
Takes the bounce. You
Wow.
never know.
You just don't, yeah.
Heaney works it over into the corner. Now a
some
crisp
speed
breakdown
here.
back here. Spensley. Alex Spensley comes in, centers it. There's no one there though. Matthews does get a stick on it. Starr jams in the corner. Puck is taken away, and that is going to be a penalty, but a shot is blocked until U32 touches up.
That's tough.
It is going to be on Shane Starr as he got into Alex Romanko.
But it was like a getting into. Like, honestly, they bumped in. I feel bad for the Raiders if they're not going to call anything, and then they call something that's So, that's all right. They got to just put some strong legs out.
Into the box for two, 7:57, second overtime.
Hazen has a question. As the captain, that's my favorite. MMU's calling it. Can they call a timeout?
Yeah, you got one in overtime.
Okay. Each overtime?
No, wait. Well, actually, MMU...
They didn't use one.
No one used the timeout in regulation. It was such a crate. No, U32 took their timeout.
I think U32 did when it was 3-2, made the goalie plan.
Yeah, U32 used theirs, so MMU uses theirs here.
Wow. So we've got 48 shots for Declan Heaney. Based on what we heard, that's got to be some kind of record. That's exciting. And way to go Raiders for putting all those shots on net.
Heaney goes over to the bench, and typically they're not setting up any play for him. He usually just talks to the backup goaltender or the assistant coach.
He knows what he's supposed to be doing. Keep the puck out of the net.
Well, goaltenders are a different breed anyway.
Excuse me.
U32 will have to kill off this penalty. They are dangerous short-handed. But they'd be happy with the kill here.
Yep.
Maybe Rossmassler out there with Tedeschi, Leifert, and I believe Scarata. And I'm guessing we're going to see Alex Brown with Alex Spensley and Alex Romanko. Probably Molson on defense.
Wow. All right, we've killed penalties tonight.
Gavin Cowan, the other D. Here we go. Scarata with the puck. U32 short-handed. Puck is chipped back down. Digging it out of the corner. It's Alex Spensley. Spensley goes back to the point to Cowan. Cowan to Spensley. Finds the open player for a shot. And a save by Matthews. Look who's right in front of him. That number 13 of Alex Brown.
Yeah, he's had a lot of good ice tonight. A lot of good play there. And who's number 8? Alex Spensley. He brought the heat here just a little bit ago, too. He came flying by us.
U32 face-off win, and Scarata is able to get it out of the zone. A few seconds will tick away.
We just need one on. Lance Starr is going to be the one, and maybe Hazen, which is tricky.
Now Brown is in. Shot and a save by Matthews. Might have got off his stick.
Yep. Extra good stick in there of, was it Leifert or Starr to get that second stick on that bouncing rebound.
Leifert will try to trap in the corner. Actually, he'll try to fire it around, and it looks like Scarata is able to get it out and not fire it in the MMU bench.
Do a quick change here. 1D, 1 forward.
1 minute killed on the power play. Here comes Spensley. Gets it over to Brown. A drop pass. It's going to go back. It's tipped away. And Tedeschi is going to come in clean. Tedeschi's in. And scores! Brendan Tedeschi wins it for the U32 Raiders. They are the D2 state champions. Short-handed goal by Tedeschi. And they are going nuts here at the gut.
Unbelievable game. U32 with the not the power play goal, but the shorthanded goal in the end. Raider Nation has come from a 3-1 deficit to win this game in overtime.
You could kind of see Tedeschi, the puck along the boards, and if they got the right bounce, he is going to come in clean.
And he is a sharpshooter. He is the guy. He is going to do this thing. I told you he had one in him. I am so stoked for these Raiders. I better update Facebook Nation while we're doing some big ceremonial stuff here.
So it is a member of the senior class, as you can see right now. Hugs out at center ice. Duncan Matthews, Ty Rossmassler. No doubt a team effort. They wouldn't have gone to the overtime without the Rossmassler goal with only 2 seconds left in the third period.
Everything about this has been a storybook. I think I might be in shock a little bit. This is amazing.
Leifert goes and crashes the glass, as does...
Oh, that looks like that glass might actually crash.
Here's Matthews doing the same.
I think it's going to be a good thing that Michael Dellinger Pate dyed his blonde hair. I think his ride on the Zamboni really brought that. This is an incredible night for these Raiders. They battled so hard. They stayed in it. And a real team effort all around. Incredible.
The fans are going moments. They will present both the championship and also the runner-up trophy. We'll take a quick break here, but we're not going away with the broadcast. We'll have the coverage of the trophy as well as U32. They're going to skate around with that right here on CBT Sport.
again, can't recognize them all because they have blonde hair now. Yeah, together these guys solidly built this season in games all through. It comes down to this big game tonight, but they put their all out there all year. They had kids with injuries, illness. Great effort. Absolutely. And they played a lot of hockey in late February and all of February because of a shortened season. Not a shortened season, but snow time and all that stuff. So absolutely, this is going to be legend in the halls of U32. They never did update the scoreboard. We're bummed about that, but the final score here was 4-3 U32. Storybook endings right there, shorthanded no less. That's the stuff little hockey players dream about, and to get to do it here at the Gut, awesome. Absolutely. Also number 14.
Number 23, Joseph Tucker. Number 24, Logan Galvin.
Yep, exactly.
Coaches shake off for Robbins, Orange Lander, Dr. Ryan, and Mike Shepard. We now ask the captains of U32 to please come forward to receive this year's BPA championship and champion trophy.
Amazing. I've been tasked by someone in the audience whose number I don't know to get a photo, so I will do my best. We're far, far away, but they look good.
And where are they going?
That glass looks like it could just about break down there. What? With 2 seconds. So incredible, just so much heart, never gave up. Second period really wasn't their thing these last couple weeks, so I wasn't too worried, but then coming in and just making that so memorable. And a huge shout out to these MMU guys too. It's always heartbreaking, your last game on the ice, they gave it 10,000% as well. It's going to be fantastic to see this splashed all over Times Argus, Burlington Free Press. Here they come. Oh gosh. Watch out for those other guys. Here they come. Well done. Again, Jim, this same team as freshmen, 0-21. It does not come much more full circle than that. This is an incredible night for these Raiders. Yep. Yeah. Yep, Kenneth Russo was here. There's a couple other folks that I don't know as well that helped out on producing. Carl produced. Yes, our big boss. Thanks, Carl, for this opportunity to be here tonight. We had Dave Piquel on some games. We even had Sammy Fielder maybe on a game. Craig Frazier was out here. So it's just been an incredible season. So happy to be part of the CVT Sport. An honor to work with the legend, Mr. Jim Severance. And wow, did we have the best seats in the house tonight or what?
This has been a local sports video production brought to you by CVTsport.net, your local sports video leader. We'd like to thank our longtime partners, CVTV723.org, channel 192 and 194, Central Vermont Community Access Television, and Orca Media, Onion River Community Access Television in the greater Montpelier area is media for the people.
My daddy made this. Daddy!